Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. The essence of Bhagavad Gita, in 2 talks we have seen 3 themes. The first theme was regarding our identity clarity as to what we are and what we think we are, and this commotion leads to a confounded experience in life. That we sorted out. Then the second thing we thought was everything depends on the quality of the mind. If the mind is at peace, the perception of the world is totally different. If the mind is not at peace, but it is in pieces, then the perception of the world is totally different. And as is our perception, so is our interaction. And as is our interaction, so is our experience. As is our experience, so is the quality of our life. Therefore, this mind is the foundation on which our total life is based. So what should be the quality of the mind? 3 things. Number 1, the mind must be at peace, quiet mind. Second thing, doesn't mean the mind is all the time drowsy, too quiet, even in the lecture going to sleep. So the mind has to be quiet and alert and also vigilant. Alert about the world, vigilant about itself. Is it running here and there? So these 3 qualities, quiet, alert and vigilant, this mind is the one through which we can achieve anything in life. It is easy said than done. So how do we achieve this? So yesterday we have seen 2 techniques of keeping the mind under our control. Presently we are under the control of the mind. We do whatever we feel like doing. I don't have mood to study. So, we are governed by the moods, not by the wisdom. And therefore, how can we control this mind? So, we were told 2 techniques. Technique number 1, stop talking to yourself. See? Very simple technique. And the second technique is, before we talk to others, ask a question to yourself. Is it necessary to talk? 99% the answer will be no. Don't we say, I should not tell you, but. See? One day I was speaking to my friend. I said, hey, don't tell, you are my very close friend, so I am telling only you. Don't tell anybody. What is that? You know, when I was in the jail, oh, you were in the jail. Yes, naturally after murder you are in the jail. Oh, you murdered also. Because I was under the spell of the drinks. Oh God, you drink also. But don't tell anybody. Now he also has a friend. To him he tells, don't tell anybody. I am telling you because I am a special friend. And like the Chinese game, the whole thing, whisper comes, and one friend of mine says, Swamiji, I don't know why people are talking about you like this. What happened? But don't tell anybody. And he tells me. See, friends. How it all begins? Because we have not asked this question, is it necessary to talk? See, friends, particularly old, outdated people like me, they should understand this more effectively. The old people have no future. They have got only past. And whatever you have, that only you will bring out. Suppose you have got peanuts in your pocket, you can't bring out chocolates. Peanuts only will come out. In the same manner, in our life, there is only dead, useless, uncalled for past. And the moment we get an opportunity to talk to somebody, we bring out our past. I was there, I had done this thing. Other person is not interested, yet we go on pumping like intravenous. Listen. See, friends. Therefore, the second technique of controlling the mind is, before we talk, ask a question. Is it necessary to talk? You will come to that quality of mind which will stop reacting to the world and it will start acting in the world as required. See, such a mind is available to us. Our problem is, our mind is not available to us. We want to study, then we remember the TV. We see the TV, then we remember the games. We see the games, then we remember the studies. And in this manner, where we are, our mind does not cooperate with us. And this is a universal phenomenon. For everyone, the same problem. And we only complain about the mind. We don't control the mind. See, complaining about the mind is not a solution. Work on the mind. We work by the mind. Work on the mind. And when we thus start working on the mind, then as time passes, you start experiencing the joy of a controlled mind. The mind will no more be allowed to react. See? One example I give. Just what is the meaning of mind not reacting? When I was sitting here, I asked Swamiji. I said, hey, today the chair is little different. It's not the same chair. He said, okay, I'll take another chair. I said, don't worry, only 1 hour. How does it matter? See how simple it is? How can we have control over mind? We have to work on it. Otherwise, there is no end. Now, such a pure, controlled, disciplined, educated mind has one great quality. And that quality is, the mind is kindled with inquiry about 4 factors. Who am I? What is this world? Who is God? And what is the meaning of spiritual practice? These 4 things need to be sorted out in life. And this inquiry can kindle only if our mind is pure. It is something like, when you stand before a mirror and the mirror is corrugated, our reflection will be equally ugly in the same manner. When our mind is disturbed, frustrated, dejected, it will only complain. It will not inquire. Inquiry is possible if the mind is not complaining. See, parents complain about the children. They don't inquire why the child is going that way. See? So this inquiry begins. Now the first inquiry. In these 4 factors, I, the world, the God and the spiritual practice. Who is the hero of this mega drama? Who is the hero? And whom we can act upon? First, let us take the world. Can we do anything to this world? This world has always been like this. There is nothing new that has ever happened in this world. Nothing new. See? But we read the news here and there, we get so worked up and frustrated. This has always been happening. Because of the media today, it is blown and shown throughout the world. Earlier also it was happening, but it was not known to us for the lack of media. That's it. See, friends. Second thing, can we do anything about this world except burning our calories through worries? About this, I'll give an example. There was one elderly man, he is no more now. He has been living in Vrindavan, a holy place of Bhagavan Sri Krishna, for last 30 years. And all the time busy in doing his puja, poti and discussing with the people, very rich, multi-millionaire. So when the people will come, they will speak to him and make him speak and appreciate, yes, 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 and collect money from him and go. Once I happened to be with him and he took me around that holy place, and in the car he was talking to me non-stop. How the world is, how the corruption is, how the people are, la 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 la. I was listening because I had no choice, I can't jump out of the running car. So, as you are listening to me, I was listening to him. No impact. So, afterwards, he said, Swami, you are not telling anything. I said, I'll tell you one thing. All these things that you said, can you do anything? No. Why are you wasting your time and my time? If you can do something, jump and do. Simply talking has no meaning. See, friends, the world has always been like this. There is nothing new. Second thing, we cannot change the world. See, friends. So, leave the world. God, second principle. So, about God. Now, what can you do with God? Nobody has seen that fellow, and we unnecessarily worry about him. See? One girl, she asked her grandmother, Mama, yes, darling, God lives in the bathroom. So she said, why do you ask this question? Because every morning when grandpapa goes to the bathroom and you are there probably and he knocks and it is locked and then he says, oh God, when are you going to come? So I wanted to know whether the God lives in the bathroom. Where is this God? So about God, there is maximum confusion. Don't get lost in this God. Now the third principle, spiritual practice. There are three things. One is religion. Second is God. And third is spirituality. Religion is meant for disciplining the crowds through a remote control using two switches. One is guilt and second is fear. From a remote control. If you do this thing, you will go to hell. Okay, I don't. Fear. And guilt. If you have done this thing, gone. Nobody can help you. No, please save me. Okay, come and confess and give me something. I'll take care. I'll bribe him. See, friends, this is what religion does. God is playing his game. We are unnecessarily worried. Now the third is spirituality. Spirituality, discover your own infinite potentiality. Discover that. Rather than seeking outside, seek within. And these three principles we have seen, world, God and spiritual practice. Now for whom? the world and the God and spirituality is not applicable for the animals. See? Why animals are happy? Because they don't have religion, they don't have God, see, they don't have world. This time when we went to this Cradle Mountain, on the way, so many places, either the cattle are grazing or the sheep are grazing. And what is their life? I was just talking to Swamiji. Whole day keep on eating. And when you are tired, sit down there only, defecate, and again start again. And one day somebody will come, shear away all the wool, and again you continue. And one day you are finished. See? So animals do not have this problem. Problems we have. And we means not all. Individually we, each one of us. So the spiritual practice, the inquiry has to be from who am I? Now religion tells us that for everybody there is a soul. See? Like for every shoe there is a soul. So when the soul becomes bad, you go to the cobbler. See, my soul has become worn out. Can you change it? See? This is the first step to be corrected. See? Inquiry is the body experiencing, are the eyes seeing you, or there is somebody who is seeing through the eyes? You must have seen some people when they sleep, everything is open. Their mouth, their eyes, their nose. They sleep like this. So when they sleep like this, before their eyes, you bring out a finger. No reply. Because there is nobody behind the eyes. So like the glasses are not seeing. The eyes are seeing through the glasses. In the same manner. Eyes are not seeing. Somebody is seeing through the eyes. Who is that body? See? Is that body an individuality or is that body a phenomenon? Therefore, now the third aspect what Bhagavad Gita tells us. In the 13th chapter of Gita, Bhagavan Sri Krishna brings out this topic. Idam shariram kaunteya kshetramitya vidhiyate etadyo vetitam prahuhu kshetrajna iti tadvidaha kshetrajnam japi mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. Three things. Our present lifestyle is, we blame others for our miseries. And this is a default setting, every one of us. If I am a husband, the cause of my misery is my wife. If I am a wife, the cause of my misery is my husband. If I am a mother, the cause of my misery is my children. See? Very simple way of living. The first thing on the spiritual path, Bhagavad Gita tells, stop blaming the world. You are miserable by your own choice. Nobody can make you miserable if you do not cooperate with the miseries. See? So how can we stop blaming others for our miseries? Then we are told, look here, you know the miseries that you have from your wife, because in the last life you have tortured her a lot. Therefore in this life again she has come and she is taking a vengeance. Oh God, but I don't remember that I tortured her in the last life. You may not remember, the divine computer doesn't fail. Then what should I do? First of all, stop blaming her. And now behave properly with her. Or else, next life again she will be your wife. Oh God, I can't take anything but not this. Behave properly. Now see the net result. Net result is you will stop blaming others and your interaction with your wife or the world will change. When these two things happen, then alone we are able to focus attention on ourselves. Now our attention is on others. When I say I am miserable because of my wife, so what will be my spiritual practice to improve the wife? Is it ever possible? Wife is a creature which cannot be improved upon. But a husband wants to improve the wife. And net result, frustration. On the contrary, remove your attention from the world, focus on yourself. So, last life I was torturing her, therefore this life she is torturing me. So, if I do something good or bad, in the next life again she will come and torture me. Okay. Then, what is understanding? See, like yesterday I gave you example, understanding, the teacher wants to teach 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, but the children's attention is on the chocolate. In the same manner, the scriptures tell us, focus attention on yourself. Do you have the experience of birth? Nobody has. See, many years before, one of my friend's wife delivered, and he was having some kind of argument with the nurse on duty at night, 2 o'clock. And she said, if you speak one word more, I'll call police. So he was frustrated, he called me. Swami, please come and please see what has happened. So I came. And I talked to that nurse, I knew her language. So she said, I'll allow you to get in, not that man. I said, look here, that is his baby, not mine. So it doesn't matter, you let him go. No means no. I won't allow him. I'll teach him a lesson. So my friend Swamiji, at least you go and see what happened. She refuses to talk to me. I went inside for the first time and last time in my life to see that terrible scenario. And so many ladies lying. I said, that lady, her baby, is she really? Yes. So she went, saw the number, tag, and this is the baby. Squirrel type, so ugly. I don't know why they say the children are beautiful. Oh, horrible. And after that was seen, then I asked, I said, Mama, please, this work is over. For my general knowledge, I want to ask you. What time was the birth of the baby? Oh, she said 2:38. Thank you very much. I noted down. I said, no, this is not argument, okay? For my general knowledge, I am asking. When so many ladies are delivering, are you standing there with the watch? How do you know exactly 2:38? He said, look here, you are the first person to ask a right question. He said, if we tell them a round figure, the baby is born at 8 o'clock, nobody believes us. So we have to make some odd figure. 2:38. Everything is a bluff. Our birth is also a bluff. Nobody has ever experienced one's birth. Nor we experience that we are growing. When somebody for the first time addresses us, Uncle, what is the time? You get a kick of life. Oh God, people start calling me uncle now. See? We don't experience, we are growing. Nor we experience our death. And ultimate, we can never experience our absence. This eternal presence is a common denominator. Where is the place for I versus you? So the first step on the path of knowledge is this. First, come to recognize and accept yourself to be the embodied and not the body. That's why they say dead and gone. The body died and embodied gone. See? And this confusion has gone so deep in our system that we ask only about death, not about life. In one school I was talking to the students. When you talk to students, naturally inspiration, achievement, ambition, that kind of topic. And then I said only the students can ask questions, nobody else. Yet one oldie got up teacher and he said, Swamiji, I have got a question. I said, keep with you. I am not going to answer your question because I am addressing the students, not you. He got very angry. Went. After the lecture was over, I was with the principal and I was telling him, please call that teacher. He was angry with me. I will ask him forgiveness. He came. I said, sir, I am sorry I did not answer your question because your question was wrongly placed at the wrong time. Therefore, I did not answer your question. I did not even ask the question. How do you know what was my question? He was still in that angry mode. I said, sir, your question was, what happens after death? How do you know? That was my question. I said, from your face, you are not living, you are dying. See, friends. Then I asked him, tell me please, what do you teach here? He said, I teach physics. Very good. You have done my job. Now you answer my question and that will be the answer to your question also. My question is, when a bulb becomes fuse, where the light goes, there you go after death. Find out. The light in the bulb, is it an individuality? It is a phenomena. In the same manner, life in the body is a phenomena. Bulbs may be many, light is one. Bodies may be many, life is one. See, friends, this is what Bhagavan says. Kshetrajnam chapi mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. Hey Arjun, I am the one expressing through all the things and beings. See, come to this point. It is something like this. Colors and forms are so many. But the vision is one, is it not? For the red color, I don't require red eyes. For the blue color, I don't require blue eyes. Colors and forms are many, vision is one. Sense organs are many, mind is one. The same mind coming out of these sockets called as eyes is called as vision. The same mind coming out of these cups called as ears is called as hearing ability. Are there 5 minds? One mind. Because of the 5 sense organs, it appears as if it has become 5. But has it ever become 5? In the same manner, one conscious principle expressing through the man's body, beard comes out. The same consciousness expressing through the cow's body, milk comes out. The same consciousness expressing through the cobra body, the venom comes out. Does it mean that there is venomous consciousness, there is nutritious consciousness, there is a masculine consciousness? Think. This is the ultimate. Our condition is like this. One story will make it easy. Once I was sitting on a tree top. Don't ask why. And below that tree, there was one old villager. He was standing there. Evening time. Oh God, no transport. I hope at least a bullock cart will come and take me. It is getting late, it is dark also, the wild animals are here, I don't know what should I do. And on that tree I was sitting, from above I started telling, my dear child, don't worry. A bullock cart with black and white bullocks is being brought to you. There is a lot of grass, bales kept on that bullock cart, and the person who is driving the bullock cart is having a green turban. Ask him, he will give you a lift and go home. Don't worry. And after 1 hour, the bullock cart comes and he goes. Do you think he will keep quiet? When he goes to the village, do you know what happened? I was standing below that tree and I was so much frustrated, and some divine voice came and I heard, and exactly step by step the things happened. So next day the whole village come, ding, 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 ding. God, God, God. And then I come down, descend on the earth. Now see what exactly happened. A person who is at the base of the tree, he is able to see in a limited radius of the circle. And when I am on the top of the tree, my radius vision is wider, is it not? So what was the future tense for the man at the base of the tree was the present tense for me, because I was on the top of the tree, is it not? See, now understand this. If we are caught up at the base of the tree, what is the base of the tree? My possessions and my relations. So what will be your radius? Small little, a cocoon, a frog in the well. That is our radius. I, my wife, my children. See, rise above. When you rise above, start living as a human being. No more a coolie carrying the burden of relations and possessions. Rise above. And then we don't differentiate. Somebody is Hindu, somebody is Muslim, somebody is white, somebody is black. First, we are all human beings. We are reason up. From that height, the perception will be different. Because now the radius has increased. See, friends. And then still rise above. No more as human beings alone, but the living beings. See, friends. And when we thus start climbing the summit of our personality, and we come to this absolute conscious, blissful existence that we are, from that standpoint, there is nothing but one absolute, undivided bliss. This is spiritual life. See, friends, and it's very simple, it's not difficult. Therefore, when the teacher says, first, idam shariram kaunteya kshetramitya vidhiyate. This body is an instrument to work and grow spiritually. There is nothing which comes out of the body as a matter which can be discussed publicly. Only filth comes out. If something good can come out of our body, is noble actions, noble thoughts, noble words. See, friends. And when this starts happening, we slowly rise above the body identification. When we rise above the body identification, we are not caught up in the burden of possessions and relations. And we all suffer because of these possessions and relations. And we all want to give it up. And we every day do the same thing. When we go to sleep, what exactly happens? When we enter deep sleep, we give up all possessions. We give up all relations. When we are in deep sleep, snoring away, that time we are neither husband, wife, brother, sister, mother, father, in-law, outlaw. None of the relations. In the deep sleep, we are neither poor nor rich, neither man nor woman, neither Australian nor American. All the burden that we carry is undone. And therefore, after about an hour or 2 or 6 or 8 hours of sleep, what is our experience? We are fresh. Why? We were carrying the uncalled for burden. All the spiritual life is unburden yourself. Nobody can do it for us. See? There was one lady in Delhi, wife of a big military officer. And she said, Swamiji, you have to help me. I said, what help? Money I don't give to anybody. No, you tell me to stop smoking, then I will stop smoking. Because I smoke a lot. I said, why should I tell you? On the contrary, when you smoke, it is good. Your heart is always warm. And you emit such a great fragrance that nobody can come near you. Third thing, you are supporting the tobacco industry. Something great. This is called a sacrifice, Keep smoking. And when you walk, I am reminded of 1857 steam engine going. Continue smoking. Swamiji, you are sarcastic. I said, I am not sarcastic. Why should I tell you? But why don't you tell me? She became very angry. I said, when you started smoking, that time did you come to me and said, Swamiji, this is my first cigarette. Please inaugurate. Did you ask me? If you started smoking, you stop. Spiritual path is not dependence. Don't become bonsai and creepers. Discover your inner strength. See, friends. Normally we are all the time, oh God, please do. That's why the Hindu gods have got this posture, This means enough. How much will you ask? And this, if you don't listen, I'll give you one. Constantly begging, asking, begging. Why don't you discover your inner strength? See, let the sleeping lion in you awaken. That is spiritual life. And this is possible only if we are ready to work on our mind. And after you work on your mind, then that mind which is now disciplined, available, cool, quiet, vigilant, alert, with that mind you start now analyzing your own experiences of life. Spiritual life is analyzing the experiences of our own life. That is all. See? Instead of analyzing and learning from the experiences, we complain. See? And this complaint creates kind of dents and scratches on our mind. Don't complain. Learn from every experience. When we learn from every experience, we grow wise. See? Like, in our childhood, we are touched sometime fire. Our hand got burnt. Have we not learned from that the fire burns? Therefore, we don't have hatred for the fire. Because we have learned. Now apply the same principle. This principle I saw in a child. I was so thrilled. This happened in Bombay many years before. That time I was also young, and my young friend, he has a daughter. Maybe about 7 years or so. So we were going out for some work. So before going, I thought, let me tell this girl something, so that when we come back there will be chaos and I enjoy chaos. I don't like peace. I like pieces. So I told her, I said, hey, we are going out. Don't you ask your dad to get something for you? Yes, I'll ask. And Dad, when you come back, will you please bring for me a nice big bar of chocolate? Yes, darling. We went the whole day and I knew he has not bought. When we came home, again I went to her. Hey, your daddy must have brought something for you. And I knew he hasn't bought. Then there will be chaos. Great fun, Life is fun. So I told her, and she went, Dad, my chocolate. Oh, darling, I just forgot. And she went and started playing. My experiment failed. I asked her, I said, hey, your daddy didn't bring the chocolate. Don't you feel bad? Swamiji, if he brings, then it is a surprise. If he doesn't bring, it is natural. Because I have already given 100% discount to my father. Whatever he says, he never does it. Now see how beautiful. That girl has learnt, is it not? Because she has learnt, she is not miserable. If she has not learned, she will start, every time you do like, hey. No, learn from your experiences and grow wise. See, friends, the day you are on this path, then we have to learn from every experience of life. You will come to know that every dream has a separate dreamer. Be attentive. I am taking you to the last summit. Every dream has a separate dreamer. In the same manner, every waking experience has a separate waker. Yesterday's I and today's I are not the same. Think. The continuity is an illusion. If we are the same, we will never grow wise. The child I and old I, can it be the same? Is it the same body? Medically speaking, they say, I don't know, that every 7 years, all the cells are replaced in the body. So if I am 70, I have replaced 10 bodies. But do I have that experience? That this body is different from the earlier body? The continuity is an illusion. It is not true. It is something like this. There used to be a student who used to make fun of him. He used to have a very dilapidated bicycle. We used to throw this thing here and get something new. No, this is my grandfather's bicycle, and he was a freedom fighter, so I have got great attachment to this. I will not throw it. But is it the same? Have we not changed? No, we have changed. We have changed the tires, the rims, and then the pedal. And when there was an accident, so we have changed the chassis, we have changed the handle. But it is the same motorcycle or bicycle. In the same manner. Everything is constantly changing. And yet, I am the same body. How it can be? See, friends. So like we do not write an autobiography of a dreamer in the same manner. The waker is absolutely different. Each waking experience. Then where from this I comes? This I comes because we collect all the flowers of the past wakers, and through that goes the thread of consciousness, and an illusion of a garland of Mr. I is born. Longer the past, more the flowers, longer the garland. Shorter the past, shorter the number of flowers, shorter the garland. If we live only today, no past, only one flower, out of one flower, there cannot be any garland. Living in utter today is a choiceless choice given to us by the Lord. We cannot live yesterday, we cannot live tomorrow. To live in the present is natural. Not to live in the present all the time in the past or the future is unnatural. And whenever we are in unnatural condition, we suffer in life. See? Like you are sitting here, naturally, you can sit. Suppose you are asked, everybody should sit in a Shirshasana, upside down. You cannot, because it is unnatural. See, friends, therefore, come to discover this one principle alone is expressing through the multitude. That one principle is your correct identity. It's not theoretical. It is the ultimate truth. See? Then what will be that experience like? Be very attentive. What will be the experience of the eyes when the eyes are seeing different colors and forms? Can the eyes have liking or disliking for anything that is being illumined? No. Eyes illuminate every color, every form. Similarly, the mind does not have any liking or disliking for any sense organs. The sense organs will not compete with each other, because all of them are the children of the same father called as the mind. See, friends. And this mind is nothing but the expression of the same reality, the conscious principle. So the one who is abiding in the mind will not have problems of the sense organs. The one who is abiding in the sense organs will not have the problems of the objects of the world. And the one who is abiding in the pure consciousness, he will not have the problem of the whole world. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita tells us, my dear, come to recognize Kshetrajnam chapi mam viddhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. There is but one principle which is pulsating in and through the totality. Come to discover that. See? It is something like this, one small example. One man, with the conditioning of his father, he is called as a son. The same man, with the conditioning of his wife, he is called as a husband. The same man with the conditioning of his son, he is called as a father. Now this one man, has he become three? He is only one. Because of the conditioning, he is referred in three ways. And who is miserable? The husband is miserable. Man is never miserable. The father is miserable. Man is never miserable. The son is miserable. Man is never miserable. In the same manner. See, friends, this conscious principle which is illuminating the waking experiences, the waking experience comes, stays and goes away. Nothing happens to the conscious reality. Then the dream experience comes, makes noise, goes away. No loss to the consciousness. Then the deep sleep experience comes, goes away. The samadhi comes and goes away. This is one common denominator which is supporting all kinds of experiences, good or bad, remains untouched by any one of them. Like the space. Space supports the remaining four elements. The earth, the water, the fire and the air. Because of the movement of the earth in the space doesn't get tickling. Come on, don't move very fast, I am getting tickling. Because of the waters, the space doesn't become wet. Because of the fire, the space is not burned. Because of the air, the space is not dried. But without space, none of them have got any existence. In the same manner, this eternal principle which is supporting all the experiences, good or bad, waking, dream, deep sleep or samadhi, husband, wife, brother, sister, mother, father, All experiences are supported by this one reality, that thou art. Come to discover that. Thereafter, play the game of life. Living in this experience is living in God. No understanding has taken place in you, because it is not a matter of understanding or misunderstanding. The presence that we are doesn't require authentication by any authority. Our presence is independent. Come to discover and be. See, friends. There is no struggle because there is nobody. Because there is nobody, there is no desire. There is no achievement. There is no failure. This experience is like an actor on the stage. He is acting a role of a king, but he knows he is not. He is acting as a criminal, but he knows he is not. In the same manner, the wise people act in this world, but they know they are none of them, but the ultimate truth. Living in this experience 24/7 is possible. It is not imagination. See, friends, the only spiritual practice is learn from every experience. Learn from every experience. That's all. We are not telling you to go to church or temple or mosque. No. Learn from your own experience. And when we thus start this process of learning, then all the wrong concepts are erased and new concepts are not created. Otherwise, earlier I was a holy, now I am a holy. Earlier I was unholy, now I am holy. Earlier I was indulgent, now I am self-restrained. That is not spirituality. That's a cartoon of spirituality. Living in this unbroken experience, although functioning in the same world, the quality of life changes. It's possible for everyone. It's not difficult. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.